So for Big White, like just selfishly, I'm curious, how's building going up there? Like, is it still active in terms of like people want properties at Big White? Is it growing? Why'd you guys move to Big White, I guess, or expand to Big White?
Our best friends were thinking about buying up there, and then we were thinking about buying. So that's kind of how it started. And we were just looking at potentially buying an older unit, and maybe I would do a quick renovation and we would split it. The idea being that, like, I think it's great to be at Big White twice a month, but I don't want to be up there every single weekend, and neither did they. So it's like, hey, we can split all the costs. We trust each other to take care of this unit equally. So we started looking, couldn't quite find anything that we wanted. Then we kind of started to consider to build, and then this chunk of land came up. So that's kind of how we got invested, and we kind of just hopped on it right away. So Sundance is like one of the best locations, ski in, ski out, up at Big White, walking distance to the village. It's all pretty flat. So it was a pretty amazing opportunity. And then he's a business partner in that development company. Of the 9 units we built, we ended up keeping one and just spent a ton of time up there this last year, which was amazing. So for personally, it was a great investment. It was really fun for the family. Taught the girls how to ski. It was a hoot. But in terms of building, that's regional district of Kootenay boundary, which is super odd, right? You're dealing with this office I think it's in Grand Forks, like 3.5 hours away, as opposed to City of Kelowna. I'm not sure. I think City of Kelowna wants it to be in their jurisdiction, but that's another conversation. But Big White themselves are extremely pro-development. So they, when I bought the land, they literally reached out to me. I've never had this happen before. And they're like, hey, what can we do to make it easy and enjoyable for you to build up here? So if you need a place to park your equipment, if you need some extra dirt, like whatever you need, just let us know.
Wow.
And, admittedly, they said, listen, like we want more building up there. That puts more people in our chairlifts at the end of the day, right? So it kind of makes sense. So they'll do whatever they can. But on the flip side of that is it's extremely hard to build up there, because no matter what, you're like a minimum 2-year build, right? You have a short season for construction.
Yeah.
Still up there right now, there's, I don't know how many, there's 7 or 8 feet of snow. So kind of by the time it melts or it's manageable, you've got to like dig your footings, get your foundation, get everything prepped, get it framed, kind of get it to lock up, and then it's snowing like crazy again, right? And then the next year you'd come back and then you'd finish it off. Some of the bigger projects are 3, 4, 5 years, right, to build. So it's a tough place to build. It's a very expensive place to build for multiple reasons, because a lot of the trades don't want to go up there. So they'll charge you a lot of travel, or they'll just charge you, just 10 or 20% more to go up to Big White. It's obviously expensive to get materials up there as well. And then just like the climate up there is insane. So the unit that we built, we were putting the roof system on, and I'm not a carpenter by trade. I come from an accounting background, but we're putting the roof system on, and like I've never seen so many trusses spaced like so close together. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And the framers were like, holy cow, this is a lot. And just like the amount of engineering that went into the system. So I phoned the engineer and said, what's going on? And he's like, man, we had to rate the roof of your unit for 1 million pounds of snow. 1 million pounds. Yeah. So I'm like, well, why? And he's like, well, we have to assume that it could potentially have like 9 feet of snow on the entire roof, but also where it's been like, rained on and pushed down and compacted. So like just the amount of like weight and snow load, it's insane. So like everything you do up there, it's just like insanely expensive. So
that's funny. So on the same kind of note, I sold a unit up there a couple of months ago, and the inspector went to go in the attic. The attic opening was like 9 inches because all the trusses were so close together.
Right?
So he couldn't get up there. Then he looked up there and he said the same thing. He's like, man, there is like so many trusses up here, spaced really close together. So that makes sense.
Man, missed opportunity. I remember when I was a kid shoveling driveways for like $2. Just go up to Big White. Like I imagine you guys are just shoveling snow for 6 months of the year just to like get to your material.
$2, you're gonna shovel 9 feet of snow off of 1 million pounds.
Well, obviously you're gonna charge more now, man.
Like $450.
Yeah.
Like you got to budget a lot for the snow removal, because the fourplex, like we kind of abandoned it for a bit because there's so much snow. We got it. We have to start mathematically. We want to try to get it done for this snow season, right? So it's at like framing lockup-ish stage. So we went to hop back on it, and I think I had 2 machines up there for 2 weeks just clearing snow.
Oh man,
you're just like taking money and just like flushing it down.
It's funny because it's not like you just take the snow and put it to the side of the driveway. You gotta take it somewhere, right? So
you can pile it as high as you can on your own property, and then eventually you just have to truck it away, right? So
exactly.
It's kind of wild though, like comparables up there. You're buying, I guess most of them are like fourplexes or duplexes or something, but like the cost doesn't seem outrageous when you consider the surplus charge that builders would have to incur to go up there, right? Is it because the land costs would be slightly cheaper, or like
The land cost is slightly cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how familiar people are, but like if you look at the homes right above us on Feathertop Way, like there's a bunch of nice single family homes being built in there. That's a nice subdivision, but it is pretty expensive. Like you're looking at 2.1 to 4.5 million for like a 3,800 square foot house. And the land's, the land is at most like 800 grand for a lot. The prices are expensive. You're looking at some of the older stuff. Yeah. Like there's some pretty good deals, especially if you're in some sort of a multifamily with shared costs, right?